Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the part 4 of our review of Saga of Tanya the Evil. Join us as we break down the epic finale and discuss the themes and character arcs that make this anime a must-watch. Meanwhile, on the Rhine, Imperial troops retreat from the front, resulting in the confident advance of the Republican forces. Unbeknown to them, the Imperial army has left booby traps while retreating. Sue is shown to have survived and is seen traveling on an allied kingdom ship, plotting this revenge on Tanya following the success of Operation Shock and Awe. The 2/3 proceeds to retreat via submarine. At the Imperial High Council, various military leaders are grilled by government officials on their strategy of withdrawal. Accused of exposing Imperial manufacturing facilities to potential Republican attacks, they delay their responses, stalling for time while they wait for Tanya's unit to report on their status. Finally, Zitor announces to the Imperial High Council that the enemy command structure has been destroyed and the commencement of the third phase of the Operation Revolving Door begins. It starts with the detonation of traps left behind by the retreating Imperial army, resulting in widespread Republican losses. Without communications, the Republican forces are in disarray and suffer a sustained counterattack by Imperial heavy armor and merchandise infantry, which completely encircles the Republican forces. During an investigation into a cause of the communication breakdown, Bento arrives at the ruins of the Republican Army's headquarters and is horrified. The 2/3 takes part in the fourth phase of Operation Revolving Door, a series of mop-up operations against the Republican Army remnants. But suddenly, they come under attack from an allied kingdom mage unit with long-range weapons led by Sue. The diminished 2/3 goes on the offensive rather than retreating. They use their altitude advantage but suffer heavy losses, especially when Sue uses a magically enhanced trench gun. Tanya recognizes him from their previous encounter, but he is possessed by being X and grabs her. Victoria helps Tanya break free, and Tanya empties an entire magazine into Sue. Penetrating his magical defenses riddled with bullets, he detonates an explosive, but Tanya and Victoria resist the blast just as a battalion of Imperial reinforcements arrives and chases off the allied kingdom mages. It is shown that while injured, most of the 2/3 have survived after the severe losses suffered by Republican forces. Because of the Operation Revolving Door, the Republican Army abandoned Paris, resulting in Imperial forces moving in and occupying the city. The Imperial High Council congratulates the military on their success and discusses the acquisition of the Republic's colonies. While the men of the 2/3 celebrates on a Republican beach, Tanya and Victoria discuss the end of the war. Tanya suspects that the Republic is planning to evacuate the Republican military port of Brest, but it refuses, and she is also prevented from undertaking her own reconnaissance. She bemoans his lost opportunity to end the war while the Empire celebrates the truce that could finally lead to the armistice and thus to the end of the war. Tanya explains to Rugen that it is only a matter of time before the war restarts, since the Republic and all the other nations will never allow the Empire to become the most powerful country in Europe. More so, refusing to admit defeat and choosing to keep fighting no matter the consequences is simply part of human nature. In fact, the Empire's overwhelming growth finally pushes the remaining superpowers of the world, the Allied Kingdom, the Russian Federation, the United States, to form an alliance against the Empire. When General Lugo of the Republican Army proclaims the birth of the Free Republic of Tunis, it becomes clear to the empire's citizens and soldiers that the war is far from over. As the battles begin once again, Tanya and her squad are sent to Africa to fight against the Free Republic. While haranguing her men, Tanya tells them that the war is proof that God has failed and what the power to influence mankind is now in the hands of man, and especially of the soldiers. That's it for today. As always, if you like what you saw, subscribe channel. I'll keep uploading a lot of videos like this, so I'll see you in the next one.